James Kalm, the guy on the bike. And we're down in Chelsea, and we're going to run into Cheim and Reed Gallery and look at an exhibition by one of Williamsburg's favorite sons, Bill Jensen. Well, the show is packed. Bill is held in very high regard here in New York and has been for quite a few years. He also teaches at the studio school and some other places. This is titled Auhan, Hungry Ghosts. 32 by 28 inches, oil on linen. Now, I was talking to Bill and Margaret, his wife, Margaret Luchek, a couple of weeks ago, and Margaret said I was going to be shocked when I saw the show because Bill has really changed up his style a lot. It's titled Oracle's Bones 1, 2009-2010. And I can see that Bill has gotten quite austere. This is almost monochromatic here. Well, this is something I've never seen. This is maybe the largest Bill Jensen painting I have ever seen. It's a triptych. Now this triptych is titled The Trinity, 2010 and 2011. And it's 53 by 120 inches. Now, Bill is also kind of an alchemist, especially with his pigments, and he really works with some exotic pure pigments, very expensive pigments, and some strange mediums. And you can sort of get the weird reflections off the surface of this purple panel. Wow. This is titled Oracle's Bones 2, 2009-2010. And I think along with Bill's kind of closet alchemy is his real, I would say he is committed to the kind of the New York school abstract expressionism, which does almost require you to use the accident, the uncontrolled incident. This is titled Oracle's Bones 3. This is 20 by 28. Almost makes me think of a Fontana, maybe. Now we're coming into the main gallery here. Oh geez, they've got several triptychs in this room. It's late for the opening, but there's still a pretty big swarm of people here. It's titled Begot. This is another good example of kind of the weird effects that Bill gets with his pigments and solvents and strange mixtures and techniques. Some of this almost gives you a kind of a bluish halo in the light. This piece is titled Dogon. And although this looks a lot more like the kind of Bill Jensen painting that I would expect to see, it still has got a much more limited palette. I remember his show that he had here, I guess it's been 3 or 4 years ago, he had a lot of almost electric reds and blues. Let's see, we've got some blotting. I think he also rinses some of his strokes off. This is 40 by 32 inches. Well, and here's another triptych. This is Substance, Spirit, and Shadow. And I would be interested to talk to Bill and find out what it is that sort of made him get into a more somber, kind of a reductive mood with this latest body of work. These white panels are very challenging. Oh, I can hear Rich T. Imperio's laugh. Oh, there's someone whose dress almost matches the paintings. I don't think there are too many other painters that I know of that could get away with these almost like underwater purples. This is called Mandate of Heaven, 2010, 2011, and this is 56 by 123 inches. I remember Chris Martin and Bill were talking about the strange properties of dioxazine purple. I don't know how many of you are painters out there, but dioxazine purple is a pretty strong pigment. It's titled Shadow Warrior. It almost looks like he set his coffee cup down on this. It's the character of the top of a work table, maybe. Passion according to Andrea Rublevich-Tarovsky. Oil on linen diptych. Well, I always say that you can tell a lot about a painting from looking at the edge. And one of the things I appreciate is when you can see the painter's hand and you can know that they're not getting overly precious with the work. Now, in a couple of these other pieces, he's referred to these as bones, and the titles have kind of most religious notations. I wonder if this is related to some kind of a reliquary or something. A shot of rusty orange. There's Chris Martin. Excuse me, tell us what you think of the show.
It's an awesome show. Really,
looks like he's gone through some changes.
He has, and he's been talking about making triptychs for years, and now he's like done it. My favorite stuff is behind us, these black and white, gray diptychs. I think
we're going to go into the back room and check it out.
Yeah, come on, check this out.
And congratulations on your show in Dusseldorf, right?
Thank you, Lauren, thank you. I'm excited. Check this shit out.
Oh, there he is right there. Oh, but we call him Bashful Bill.
Say hello to Lauren. Hey, Lauren, how are you?
Can I get you to talk tonight?
No.
No, he's just going to kiss me on camera. Okay. Well, I guess it would be like having a psychiatric session in public. Wow. Chris is right. This is a real change. Oh, this is titled Book of Songs. 58 by 42 inches and 54 by 44 inches. I'm going to have to think about this for a while. This kind of branch-like form does recall some of his earlier paintings from the mid and late 70s. But this reduction of his palette, almost just black and whites, well, I guess a lot of grays, but also the kind of the thinness and directness of the paint is bracing. See, there's also a lot of, he's rinsed a lot of this off. It's titled Book of Songs 3. Oil on linen diptych. You know, in a certain way, these almost have the feeling of a charcoal drawing, a smudgy charcoal drawing. It's also kind of odd the way that he's kind of mismatched the sides of the diptychs. This is Book of Songs 1. And just the slight changes in tone values is interesting, but it's just slightly mismatched height-wise. One is 54 inches high, the other one is 53 inches high. He's really messing with my mind here. Well, there is almost a kind of a feeling of abrasion or weathered, stressed surfaces on these. So this is James Kalm reporting on Bill Jensen new paintings. There's Cheim and Reed, there's James O'Clark, Russell Roberts. Oh, there's Margaret, Bill Jensen, and Ron Gorchov. Thank you, Kate.